Hi guys, and it's darker at 1998. I haven't done a video because I thought I'd do a video now. I should have started, and if you notice my hair, my mum did it, so I would look nice for this award I'm going to. Hopefully I can record all of it, I don't know yet. So I thought I'll show you my room. So as you can see, we have my door. And we have like safe over there, lamp and all that. I've just come in here, so it's all like still tidy. And this is the dress I'm going to be wearing, which is really nice. I'll make sure my nan holds the camera to show you what's going on. And yeah, I've got my bedroom, I've got my nice window, and this is all in Cardiff. So yeah. And I've got my bathroom in here. It's quite big than I thought it was going to be. So yeah, this time I didn't film the bathroom first. Yeah, so hopefully later we were a little bit lost. This is a bit of a funny story. We went to this hotel. I have no phone number to my manager, which is a bit odd. You should have your phone number with your manager. But the problem is, he's never given me his phone number. Neither has the other lady. I keep forgetting what they're called. So, I'm like, don't know where they are. They either might be at the other hotel we accidentally went. We went there. That was the next place we were supposed to be going for the award. But, apparently we're supposed to be here. And don't forget, I got Asperger's, and you might be hearing my I don't know if I'll be able to film the whole thing. I'll try and do what I can do, and hopefully it goes well. I'm going to be taking a taxi up to that place, because it took 18 minutes to get from here from there to here, and it was like nothing. And the car park was awful. You would have to have really one of these thin cars just to get in. But unfortunately my nan's is quite a big one. So yeah, hopefully later I will be filming myself with my makeup and my dress all together. So yeah, I'm just going to take a break, and I should see you in a few minutes. Oh, actually, before I do that, I should have made sense what's going on. I'm going to do two parts. The first part is this part where we just got here, and should film myself this way, and then you can see me. Yeah, so I'm gonna have a bit of break. This will be a part 1, and then there'll be a part 2 of when I get the award or not the award. I don't know if I'll take first place or not, but you could hear how other people have coped, how people hadn't coped. Hopefully I'll have enough battery by then. I should have made sure I had enough battery. But I'll see you later in the episode. See ya! Hi guys, and we're back with my makeup and my necklace on. And nearly time to get our taxi. We got about 25 minutes. So I'm going to put some nail varnish to make it look nicer. And hopefully soon we'll be going, and I'll start the videoing when we found our seats and found the manager, who's somewhere anyway. So yeah, hopefully I'll put some pictures on of what I look like, and with my glasses off of course, and I'll see you as soon as we get there.
Hello and welcome. My job is to do the boring sort of housekeeping legal stuff that we have to do first. But I'd also like just first to welcome you to the Participation Awards 2018. This is the second year we've run it in this style, and I hope you enjoy it. I should have said, I'm David Wilton, the director of TPAS Cymru. I'm the host for the night. Some of you know me well, some of you out the back probably looking at me going, who the hell's this guy? Can I just get the boring stuff out first? In the event of on and start tweeting for me, please. Two completely contradictory instructions from Yona here. And essentially, just enjoy tonight. It celebrates some wonderful work. Some of you will be winners, some of you may not win the top prize, but I think what this tonight is about is celebrating great work. In the programme you'll see some of the nominations, you'll see what they've been doing. Do take a minute to read them and learn, and if you like something and you want to speak to those people, we'll find those people tonight or we can arrange things afterwards. We thoroughly believe in sharing best practice. I know it's a corny term, but you do wonderful stuff. And you are the best practice. That's why you're in this room. And we want you to learn from each other, read the programme, see what they're doing, and maybe go and visit them. You know, we saw Ross today in the daytime in Coastal. There's ABCD. Not for everybody, but if you're into that, and you're curious about it, Ross would love to see you. He'll talk to you for hours about it. He's really passionate about it. So let's. Sorry. So yeah, do enjoy tonight, and also celebrate it. Can we have a round of cheering? Let's see what the volumes are as well. I think last year I did that 3 times. I'm quite happy with that. That's really damn good. And you also saved some more time for me. Tonight we've got a wonderful host, and no description will really describe Cymru 7's MBE, I must point out. Tim will be up on the stage in a minute. He's from New Tredegar in South Wales. He's very aware of the communities and the challenges that exist in Wales. But Tim himself, he's been involved with choral music and choirs since 1997. He's been involved with Welsh National Opera, Serendipity, I mean the whole list here. I'm not going to read it out, sorry Tim, but in terms of the National Youth Choir for Wales, youth choirs for Great Britain, he started Only Men Allowed, which some of you will know, and went on then on the BBC One competition, Last Choir Standing, and won. He was a winner already. On the basis of Only Men Allowed, he focused on that, and so we then have seen the wonderful work. There's some information in the programme around Only Boys Allowed, Only Kids Allowed. They do, now they've got the Allowed charity, they do wonderful work across Wales, all over Wales, in inspiring young people and doing projects to engage young people in creative arts, and I think that's wonderful. As I say, he's a really inspiring person. He's going to be our host for tonight. You want to hear him, not me. So I think we hand over to Cymru 7's.
Os roedd yna i gyd, diolch David am rhagarweiniad yna. Good evening everybody. Thanks for the big introduction, David. It's a lot to live up to, and I'm very glad that when you mentioned Last Choir Standing and winning that you didn't say that when we entered Print Got Talent with Only Boys Allowed that we came third to a dancing dog. That is a true story. It's really fantastic to be here with you this evening. Diolch yn fawr iawn am y gwahoddiad I gyflwyno'r noson yma. Thanks very much for the invitation to be with you and to just read what's in the programme here, these inspirational stories about the work you're all doing. It is fantastic. As David said, I'm a New Tredegar boy. Anyone in from New Tredegar here tonight? No, not far. Or Merthyr. Merthyr, yes. Well, actually, one of the things I've been asked to do is get some shout-outs from people from all over Wales. So, where are the Gogs this evening? Fantastic. Hello. Okay, what about the Westies? Pembrokeshire? Okay, right. Mearca, great. Mid Wales, I was coming to that one. Any Mid Wales people? Oh, no, I've got the other table here. Valleys, what are the Cymoedd? That's not a Valleys cheer. Come on, let's get a bit more. It's brilliant that so many of you are here. So the TPAS Cymru Tenant Participation Awards have been taking place for over 20 years and seek to recognise and celebrate tenant participation best practice from across Wales. So this is really about you. You do amazing things, and that is why we're all here tonight, to celebrate those things. Being Pan-Wales is very important to TPAS, and the importance of the positive face of social housing is something that really can't be underestimated. I was amazed to read this statistic that 225,000 homes across Wales are social housing, which is an enormous part of our housing mix. Social housing is confident, vibrant, growing sector and with strong support across political parties in the Senedd. Tenant engagement is not about properties and buildings, it's about people. It's the difference that you make to your local communities. It's about giving people a voice and a real stake in where they live. And knowing where I come from, I've seen firsthand on so many occasions the difference that the work that people like you do to making communities a better place. We'd like to thank all the judges who've given up their time to work through all the many submissions. TPAS Cymru takes pride in having independent judges who are all experts in their field, and having independent judges is one of the many reasons why these awards are so respected. In addition to this, tonight wouldn't be possible without the sponsors, and they're all in your handbook tonight, and these people really do make such a massive difference. I know myself running a charity that without sponsors, so much of what we take for granted in Wales wouldn't happen. So if you're sat with any of the sponsors tonight, or you talk to them, don't forget to give them a big thank you. TPAS Cymru would also like to thank the Pobl Group for their year-round support, and to Waits Construction for their support today. The lead supporters for this year are Wales and West Housing. Where are Wales and West Housing? Brilliant. So I'd like to call on Shane Hembro, the Deputy Chief Executive and Commercial Director from Wales and West, to say a few words.
Thank you very much to Tim. I think just about said it all in terms of the impact that people in this room have. I was going to start actually with just a few words, and the first bit I was going to start with is actually a bit of a confession, and that is that I love award ceremonies. I know that makes me rather sad, but I'm confessing openly to this. I love them because it's fantastic to actually meet loads and loads of great people who have done really, really great things. And how often do you get to spend time, a whole evening, in a room full of people that have done amazing things? That just doesn't happen very often. I don't get to go to many award ceremonies, but I really, really love them. So as well as being a fan of award ceremonies, when I was thinking about what I was going to say this evening, I also have another confession, and that is to loving a late 70s TV programme called Citizen Smith. And those of you here that are a similar age to me may remember the programme, and the main character was played by Robert Lindsay, or Wolfie as he was known, and some of you may remember for his main statement for the tooting popular People's Front, power to the people, held his fist up. Is there anybody here that doesn't remember this, or is this falling completely on deaf ears? Okay, there are a few people that thank God for putting their hands. And it wasn't, I know it's not a particularly new phrase, but when I was sort of 10 years old and first heard that, it stayed with me for all of my life. And I have a real passion for the power of the people, and a fundamental belief of the difference that we can make individually and the enormous difference we can make when we act collectively, as many of you will do all of the time. It's that belief that makes me particularly proud to be here tonight, with people individually and with the groups that have made a difference, that have used their power, if you like, to bring about change, make a difference in their community, all the things that Tim said at the beginning. We've sponsored, Wales and West Housing has sponsored this event for all the time that I've been with Wales and West, so it's well over 10 years, I think, that we've sponsored this event. 12 years, is it? Okay, well we've done even better than that. And it's not a decision that we take lightly each year. Sponsoring events in the way that we do doesn't come cheap, in all fairness. We've got to make sure that we spend our money wisely. But we continue to sponsor this event because we think it's really, really important that the achievements and the impact that you all have is recognised and celebrated. We think it's really important as many people as possible hear about what's done, and this event each year and every year provides a great showcase of what is possible when people put their minds to it. Resident participation, as you all know, comes in many different forms. And at Wales and West we believe really strongly that people should choose the way they wish to be involved. What we're absolutely certain about, though, is that listening is the most important thing. As a landlord, we cannot possibly understand what matters to our residents and what they want unless we listen to them. Listen when they report repairs. Listen when they talk to us about problems. We've learnt the importance of having good conversations where residents have the time to express their views and we listen, and listen carefully. I think it's a lesson that lots of us can learn in our individual interactions with people, but also lots of other companies can learn from the listening that we do, and that many of you do, whether that's the banking companies, insurance companies, or utilities companies. My final few words are about birthdays, because birthdays are wonderful, aren't they? They cause us to reflect on the past, and the good times that we've had. They're also wonderful because it's the one day of the year that's all about us, on our birthday, isn't it? People celebrate for us. Well, it's TPAS's 30th birthday this year. And I'm sure they're going to do lots of things to show how far this organisation has come, the huge difference it's made. So as with any of our birthdays, we need to pay attention to TPAS this year to make them feel very special. So I wish you all great luck for the awards. As Tim has said, you should rightly feel very proud to be finalists and proud to be here this evening and enjoy the celebration of what you've all achieved. Thank you very much.
I have a confession to make, well, two actually. One is that it is incredibly hot. So gentlemen, please feel free to take your jackets off, or ladies. Yes.
What do we do if we ain't got jackets?
You're fine as you are. I'm only saying that because I want to take my jacket off. And the second, I was very impressed that Shane had all of his notes on his iPad there. I must confess to being a complete Luddite, so I'm using the old-fashioned pencil and paper. Now a few more housekeeping-y things, and this is the information about our winners in particular. So you'll find an outline of the programme in the handbook that you've all had on your seats. The awards will be presented throughout the evening and will be presented by a representative of the individual award sponsors. Please don't worry though, dinner will be served as we're going through, so nobody will get too starving. Each winner will be asked to come up onto stage and collect their awards. But due to the number of awards and pressure of time, we would ask that only the first prize winners say a few words when they collect their award. So, if you have won first prize, don't be shy. Please feel free to say thanks or any other comments you might have, but this is your moment, so take it. When the awards are being presented, right on cue here, we would like to capture the moment on camera. So our official photographer, Sarah Barnes here, will be taking photographs of each of the winners throughout the evening. And there'll also be a group photo of all first, second and third prize winners at the end of the evening. So please don't rush off before and get in too much of a hurry to get to the bar. Every official photograph will be available on the TPAS Cymru Facebook page, but please feel free to take as many pictures as you want. And as David was saying earlier, if there are any Twitter fans, please feel free to share your photographs with the @TPAS Cymru Twitter handle, or use the hashtag TPAS Cymru Awards 2018. Okay. Now, let's get on with the awards. So, we do have to wait a little bit more before we have our starter, ladies and gents, but there's just a few awards before we start to eat. The first award is kindly sponsored by Monmouthshire Housing Association. The Tenant of the Year award is awarded to an individual who has made the most
kind of participation awards and see all the faces out there. It is, again, one of my little foibles, and it is my favourite time of year as well. So, first of all, I'd like to say from Monmouthshire Housing how proud that we are at Monmouthshire Housing to be sponsoring the Tenant of the Year award this year. And again, it just reaffirms really what has already been said with regards to you in the room, the tenants who are in the room this evening. Lots of people think about social housing, and we listen to politicians and they talk about social housing and they think about it as bricks and mortar, when the reality is social housing is all about the people. It's all about the tenants who actually live in those properties. That's what makes it so special, and that's what makes it so special to work in. So enough from me. I'm sure there are a few people out there itching to know what the result of this category is. So, in third place, the Tenants of the Year awards are, Isn't that fantastic to see so many people nominated for this award category? So, in third place we have Jermaine Drennan. And in second place, we have Catherine Jones. So the judges were impressed with all of the nominations, and it proved difficult to choose a winner. However, the first place goes to someone whose nomination stood out in terms of the length of service and the time that they had served. They had been dedicated to their community and to advocating for other tenants, and their commitment to inclusivity and putting others first was clearly evident in the nomination. So the winner is, of this year's Tenant of the Year award, Brian Thomas.
So good, Uncle.
Bit of a surprise this. I was surprised to be nominated in the first place. But having been to a few award ceremonies and see the winners of Tenant of the Year, it makes me feel really proud and pleased to have won this award today.
Ys long barchiadau mawr I Brian and all the nominees, nominated people this evening in the Tenant of the Year Award. Fantastic. Just reading these stories really is amazing. So, yr ail award heno. So the next award for this evening, the second award, is the Young Tenant of the Year Award, which recognises the contribution made by a young person and how their involvement has benefited other tenants or the wider community. I think we often see young people in Wales getting a bad rap, and actually there are some extraordinary young people out there doing amazing things, as this award shows. This award is sponsored by Group Cynefin, and I'd like to call on Ffion Jacobson, Senior Community Officer, to present the award on their behalf.
Ar rhan grŵp Cynefin, mae'n pleser gen I gyflwyno'r wobr tenant ifanc y flwyddyn, sorry. On behalf of Group Cynefin, it gives me great pleasure to present the award for Young Tenant of the Year. It's so important that we support all young people to make the most of their future. I think we can all agree on that. So, the nominations for Young Tenant of the Year Award are... The judges had a